Brought to you by
Mother, father, what's afoot? Only Possum, black as soot. Mother, father, where to tread? Far from Possum and his head. There's a bag. Now what's inside? Does he seek or does he hide? Can you spy deep within? Little Possum, black as sin. Bag is open, growing wider. What's inside, man or spider? These are the words that guide us through the winding labyrinth of trauma that exists tightly concealed within the brown leather sack where something sinister waits, laying motionless, imprisoned and yearning for its moment to strike, playing a twisted game of Possum. Carrying with it a muted color palette and marginal level of film grain that combined with an opening credit sequence that in itself recalls the sales art of Rosemary's Baby to create a uniquely 70s visual aesthetic, we follow a disgraced children's puppeteer played masterfully with a quivering unease by Sean Harris, who is forced to confront his sinister stepfather and a hideous puppet he keeps hidden in a brown leather bag in order to escape the dark horrors of his past. This is a film whose crawling tone is darkly creepy and hauntingly atmospheric. An eerie presence lurks throughout each frame of its gorgeously captured wide scope that delivers an imposing and ominous presentation, planting us within a feeling that we are small and powerless against the weight of what secrets lay buried within Philip's past. Much of this eeriness exists due to the decision to keep the puppet concealed within the unmarked leather bag for a majority of the film. With each glimpse that emerges from its confinement, our attention rises as we wait for what horrors it holds. Given the nature of the mystery and the vague design of the narrative, my mind was racing with possibilities on what could be revealed, an effect that only allured me further into the complexity of this film's structure and fueled my need to understand its intricacies. Each shot feels purposely chosen for a maximum build in both tension and suspense, while also crafting an almost dreamlike element, a fog that looms throughout, which I feel is only amplified by the murkiness of the plot. There's a grime and filth in the design of Philip's surroundings, which mirror the disgust of the stigma that looms over him in the eyes of the community. We are never explicitly told the nature of this stigma, or how it even developed, though much of the subtext suggests that it has to do with some unsavory interactions with children. A haunting and sinister blend between rhythmic, almost nursery rhyme simplicity and a lurking ambient synth make up a score that accompanies the deteriorating visual style perfectly, and only assists in drawing you deeper into its web. Early on, we are introduced to a tense and highly unhinged relationship between Philip and who we come to assume is his stepfather, where a clear and open disdain exists for one another, as their only moments of reconciliation and solace seem to exist in sharing the sweet, slow death of having a cigarette together. This is the element of the film that is used to steer us in the wrong direction during its latter half, making us question what we believe to be fact and presenting us an entirely new reality. This idea is foreshadowed through the film by the imagery and discussion of a fox playing dead in order to fool its prey, luring it close or to simply pass by, so that it may strike without warning and without mercy. A simple sleight of hand employed by nature that closely relates to the one utilized in the art of puppetry. To me, this initially seemed to be a narrative that depicted a man being crushed by the weight of his own torment, which I still believe it to be true, only the context has changed. It builds in its intention to make us believe that It is a story about a man returning home to reap what he has sown and face the horrific acts that he has committed and caused. However, its twist elements shift the perspective to reveal that he has done nothing at all, that he is the victim in all this, a patsy placed with blame for unspeakable things of which he is innocent. He is a man returning home to face his demons, yes. However, they are not the demons of his own making. He is returning home to face the monster that he has always known exists, a monster that is lying in wait to strike again, like a fox playing possum to its prey. Hey friends, thank you so much for watching. If you've been enjoying the content so far and you would like to help keep it coming, please consider supporting ETF on Patreon, where every pledge, no matter how small, goes right back into this channel. As always, stay safe and keep embracing film.